Would you like to support Cubs Out Loud? One way is to join us over on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, patrons get early access to our shows, the pre and post show, and various other rewards. You can learn more at patreon.com/Cubs Out Loud. Thanks to all our patrons for their support in making this podcast.
Who's your bear? That's right. I am your bear.
I'm Damon.
I don't brew the tea, I just serve it.
And that makes me Gary.
Everyone else is thinking it, and I just say it.
And your point is? I don't like it. Stop now. Anyway, I don't understand what the issue is. Where is it? Oh, okay. Now that the doc makes more sense. Ah. And do you know, I could not. After about 2 minutes of trying to figure it out, I was like, nope, don't have it. Don't get it. Don't understand it. It will be explained later to me, I'm sure. Yes.
Fair. Cool. I'm fine with DST-ish. This actually was the first time in a while I've been like, it happened. But I also had the game that day, so maybe that's what it was. Anyway, the month of March was not a whole lot, but one of the big things that happened was I participated with the men's chorus in a concert that we did with our sister chorus here called Muse. They're the Cincinnati Women's Chorus, our choir, I should say. They were instrumental in the founding of the chorus like many, many years ago. And as part of our 35th anniversary season, we decided to do this concert called In This Together. And one of the great things about it is we spent pretty much all day together and then did the concert in the afternoon. It was a really fun time. It was a really great opportunity. The concert went really, really well. And one of the highlights for me was we did a couple of numbers together. And one of the numbers we sang at a church, Christ Church Cathedral downtown in Cincinnati. And we did one of the last few numbers all together surrounding, for a majority of it, the audience, which harkens back to performances I did in college where I sang in churches doing songs in the round, and just felt really good. And it's always interesting in a space that is very acoustic heavy, so you get a lot of reverb and feedback, echo and such. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, I didn't really do much March. I think maybe it was DST. I don't think it was, but I didn't do much. But it's okay. It's okay. Gary.
Um, I said that aging is a flex that sometimes hurts.
I mean, yes.
So this past month, my big event was on Friday the 13th. I was getting ready for work in the morning, and I was at home. And for some reason, unbeknownst to me, as I was getting ready to, what was I doing that morning? I was in the living room. I was going to go, I think I'd gotten up extra early that morning. And I had been in the kitchen, took like my vitamins, pills, whatever, meds. I think I'd watched something on YouTube or was doing something on the laptop, got up, was going to go upstairs and get changed and stuff. And I found myself losing my balance. And so I fell over sideways onto my left side. And I hit my shoulder and my elbow and my hip and my knee. And it hurt like a motherfucker. And I laid there for a couple seconds and I was like, this fucking sucks. And I was like, can I get up? So I was able to get up and I promptly took a knee brace, put it around my knee because that was what felt like took the most damage. And I'm still dealing with stuff from that. So yay. Let me see, look at the calendar. 2 weeks later, had an appointment with my PCP. Swelling had gone down, but was still having pain and some other stuff. So I went and got x-rays done. X-rays showed no significant issues, no breakage, no tears, no yada yada. Just basically beat the shit out of myself, at least according to what they said. So yeah, still having some after effects, and it's now been 3 weeks ish. Yeah. So I'm not really happy about that by any means of imagination. Yeah. Talked about it with my therapist because I was like, I think I've kind of talked about this. I started a mental health journey last fall and seeing a therapist regularly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because my dad had Parkinson's and my grandmother had it. Her father had it. So it's something that like really shook me up significantly, that I felt like I had lost motor control, like kind of like I couldn't move my leg the way I wanted to. And that's where I lost my balance and just fell down. And part of it was making me think about like what my dad's experience must have been like whenever he had falls, and that kind of stuff. So that's been a thing. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So I wasn't really too super excited about it. So been trying to keep my leg elevated and, do some things. And, a couple of people were like, oh, you're probably going to have to get, physical therapy or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know if that's really going to be the thing.
Hopefully not.
Like the fact that I don't have to have surgery apparently, but also I'm a big dude. So like, I don't know if it's just that like my body's going to take longer because I'm getting older to like kind of come back from things. I mean, the bruising is all pretty much gone now. That took quite a while. So like, I mean, my elbow took a significant hit, and like, so if you've never, I'll have to see if I can find the video. I can't link it in this particular episode. I watched a video once about like what bruising is and like the color shadings that happen and what it means. So basically bruising is like damaged tissue, and what you're seeing is really like blood and how it pools and collects, and like it changes color over time as the body reabsorbs it. So like you go from like blackish purple to bluish, and then like greenish, and then yellow, and eventually like your natural color of skin will come back throughout those stages. It's much more apparent on us that are less melanated than others. So anyways, my coworker had seen my elbow after like a week or so and was like, oh my God. And I was like, and they were like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, it's from when I fell. Because I went to work that day, like, and being the stubborn, dutiful person I was, I like got myself up and I like finished my stuff and I got dressed and went into work and all that jazz. So it was a whole thing. And I was limping around at work and everybody's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, I fell. And they're like, on the ice? And I was like, no, at home. On the ice? No, in my home. Where? In the living room. Like it was this weird conversation I kept having with a couple of people. It was so strange. I was like, I don't understand why you don't. Like, I almost felt like, am I not speaking clearly? Like, did I hit my head? Which was the one thing I was trying to not do when I went onto the floor. Like,
yeah.
Not trying to give myself a contusion or a concussion or something. So, anyways, yeah, it was just.
Work comp hat comes on for Damon, and I go, yes, they're probably asking about falling on ice at work because that's a possibility. Which
well, no, and that has happened for a couple of people, but the moment they were like, basically like at work, and I was like, no, at home, and they're like, where? I guess they were thinking it was like on the sidewalk or near the car or whatever, and I was like, no, inside the house. And they're like on carpet, and I was like, kinda. And then they're more puzzled, and then I have to explain that like where I fell was like right between the entrance, like foyer, like kind of area, which is linoleum, and then the living room is carpet, which is connected to it. Like, and there's it's not a doorway or anything; it's just open. So I literally fell half onto one and half onto the other. So. But it made me very uncomfortable and very nervous because this is twice this year I've fallen. Now, mind you, I fell back in February on clear ice I could not see in a parking lot for work. That one I did do workman's comp for. And a year ago, I also fell again in a parking lot on ice I could not see. So I'm not happy about any of this.
Yeah.
To say the least.
That's fair.
Falls are especially when they're unexpected because we don't often react like we think we're going to react. We're not all
Mhm.
like agile gymnasts or what have you. Most of us tend to react spontaneously, um, trying to protect what we can. In the instant we go down, like you were trying to protect your head, which means if you're trying to protect your head, you're trying to maneuver yourself in a way that the head doesn't hit. Um,
Right.
and we're also not cats, so we don't land on our feet. So
What?
that's those kind of things. So those things are very important and they're variables, and especially when it happens when you least expect it, or if it happens like you were saying, where it was a sudden like balance issue. There wasn't anything on the floor. There wasn't a trip or what have you. It was just sort of a something failed, for lack of a better phrase. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
often.
So that is kind of the most significant thing of the month of March for me. Was that. Um, yeah, I heard a lot. I was very sore for a long time and recovering, and I'm just kind of over it. That and how the weather cannot be consistent in any shape.
That
Dad called me. Well, he texted me if I was okay to call, if it was a good time to call, which caused me to panic. And then I waited for
uh,
him. I said yeah, and waited for him to call, and he didn't call, so I called him. And it was just my parents wanted to say Happy Easter. Um,
God damn it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
Never
forgot what it
mind.
was. What that was setting up. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No,
Is it a text? Or is this the whole like joke about aging? Is this yet another joke about aging?
No, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
but no, but that's a reality though. Like your parents aging and stuff, and you're like thinking there's an emergency or something.
Yeah, like
They're like,
my mom's in assisted living.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Alzheimer's.
There's all of these things going on. Like I got a call. Fuck. So we're going to tangent here. Hi everybody. So I got a call from someone, and it was in relation to my mom, and it was about some insurance policy thing, and they called and asked for time to sit down with me and Jim to discuss this policy. And my mom hasn't called me. So Jim's like, you should call your mom. And I'm like, okay. I don't wanna like freak out. So I don't do it. I will own I didn't call my mom. I will admit it. I called her the hour, like few hours before the call was supposed to happen, and obviously she didn't pick up the phone, which is the worst thing to have happen. So I'm still freaking out, and then we do the call, and it's just some guy like she has insurance, and we're one of her beneficiaries, and it's like
Okay.
could have been an
That's like,
email. Fuck me.
did this have to be a call?
Right. Yep.
Anyway,
No,
having
I
said
totally
that,
get it.
Ugh.
also, hey parents, please like if you can, please like get it out. Like say like if you need to like she was like my mom was supposed to call me to not rephrase warn me about what was this call was about or inform me about what this call was supposed to be about, and she didn't call me.
Mhm.
That part. Um. So like for Jeff like the whole like when do you have time to talk? See, that's my like
No, it just has to.
the
It was.
alarms go off.
Yep.
I mean, I should have been like, All it was, are you free for a call? That was it.
Oh, that's not good wording.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So probably one of the reasons why I panicked. The, although in some sense he was just like, "Hey, are you free?" You know,
Yeah, I appreciate.
are you okay if you called? I mean, this is about you.
Yeah.
I mean, I
we just
realize
want to
they're a
call
different
you.
generation, but they could have just simply said, "Can you chat?"
Yeah. Or
You know?
or what probably would have been better was he could have just called.
Happy Easter. Or
Because
That's
Happy Easter.
true.
if I see a call from my dad, one, I'd probably still panic. And I would immediately answer it because it's my dad. So, if I
Yeah.
couldn't, I would
Yeah.
text him being like, I'm currently doing a thing, but you could just called. I called him, hi, happy Easter. And I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's good. Anyways, beside the point. I knew there was an
All right.
actual reason why I was referencing that, but that had nothing to do with that part. Just, anyways.
No, but I
just
mean
forgot
that
what it
is
was.
a part of like being a child and having, your parents alive that are older than you. They're a whole generation ahead of you in some fashion. And so like there does come a point where you unless you communicate regularly with them, and I mean like daily or like 3 times a week or something, like you just kind of don't know what is going on in their world and like whether reaching out to you or what's happening.
Right.
And so it can, it can understandably cause some anxiety and some stress, and you're just kind of like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
All I'm
Um,
saying is I started that story in relation to something you said just to set something up, and I totally forgot what I was setting up or why I was saying it.
it's okay.
It's all right. Anyways, should we have Miss Janet sing for us? Hey Gary, what's been going on over the Facebooks?
We got a follow, and it's unexpected, but I'm also like, I'm amused by it because how long have we been doing this thing? Hang on, I gotta double check something. This podcast has been around since 2008. Okay. And the current iteration is what year was that? I'm looking. Hang on. This is bad. I'm like, this is what happens on the fly when you're not ready.
New sheet of significant
2014?
events.
Stop. Ugh, God, Google Docs are just driving me nuts. Anyways, it's a spreadsheet. So like 2013. Okay, so 13 years roughly it's been us and a couple other folks, give or take, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I realize this is probably not coming across positively, but I'm just so caught off and yet amused at the same time, and happy to say that Midwest Bear Fest is now following us.
Uh,
I mean, they are the one of the closer ones.
The Bear Run, one of the few that remains. More to come on that later in another show. That is celebrating 30 years this year. I'm just like so like, huh? Okay, sure. Anyways,
Wow,
thanks for following.
they're ancient in gay years.
is it 30 or 20 something? I thought they were.
No, it's 30. They've been pushing and promoting.
Wasn't it
Wow.
like since the 1990s?
1996. Fuck me. Anyway. But then I'm realizing, oh yeah.
It doesn't mean you've been going to it for that long.
No, I know I haven't been going for it long, but I can
No,
pinpoint some of the
David was
earlier.
young once, and reality is a bitch because it's a slap.
Yeah.
Realize.
Yeah, that just punched like I can't like I'm sitting here going, it can't be 30. Yeah. Because then I realized, yeah, I was technically most huggable bear in 2008, which I won in 2007, but that was 2007.
So that was
is-
11 years into when they started.
and it was also almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, like, so Yeah, because for us, Drenched Fur was 15 years, and it would have been what? This would have been the 21st year. Anyways, yeah, it's time is a
Wow.
bit.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Anywho, welcome Midwest Bear Fest.
thanks for following us. maybe one day all three of us will be there and we'll do a live show. I don't know. Probably, that's me dreaming. Moving on. How about going on over in the Patreons? Gary.
We want to wish a happy 8-year anniversary to Q, who joined us on Patreon on March 14th of 2018.
Yay.
Can you believe it?
Yay.
So yeah, that's awesome. That also means that I think I've known Q all this time. I'm pretty sure that I met him about the time that he became a patron or somewhere around there. So yay.
Hey.
Awesome. Also, Big Bear Cub hugs to our patrons at the Cubster level, Charles W. and Michael K. At the Uber level, Dave T. Lee and Michael Q. And of course, our buddies Lloyd G., Michael V., and Owen R. So thanks.
Yay.
Yay. That means. And then we also have another reason why last one sucked was because of certain issues. And the reason why, even though I think there were like 5 Sundays last month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, tell us about the shows that we did last month.
So we had a couple of shows since the last time we met. Episode 817 was our What's Going On for the month of February. Episode 818 was the future of bear runs. And since then, there's been some developments. So don't be surprised if we're going to circle back around on that. And then COL episode 819, which was delayed, but it's still relevant. It was Let's Talk About Food, and it was the Pie Day celebration where we talked about nothing but pie.
Yeah, so the reason why there were 5 Sundays, but there was only 3 shows was somebody had some trouble.
Personal
health issues.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, but here we are. Let's move on to something else.
Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Okay, so I wanted to do kind of a comparison. So first one is a my first link I called Chance IRL, where adorable Chance, and that's Bull as in Bull, is at LVFC, and he was wandering around the con space all day and said hi, and he took this amazing picture of himself. I don't know, well, unless somebody else actually was the one who took the picture, but he is adorable.
Ha 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 ha.
For those that don't know, LVFC stands for Las Vegas Fur Con. Because I had to go look it up. And I was like, what the hell's that?
Now, here's where things get a little bit weird, because if you scroll through his feed, his persona is obviously a bull. But he did commission something from my friend Magni Ursus. And it looks like, I think it's hyena? I don't know what species, but it's amazing art.
I mean, The artistry's good. It also,
tablet drawn.
hang on, let me click on it. Yep, it notably cuts off at a very specific point.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that's intentional.
I-
But you can see
oh,
part
it says
of it.
he's a striped hyena in the comments.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was good. Cute
I
guy,
mean,
but cute.
in real life is very handsome and adorable.
Yes.
Yes.
He kind of also suffers from like PBS, which annoys
Yeah.
the shit out of me. So
Perfect syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
can we turn that into a shirt? I don't know. I'm gonna figure out how to work on that.
Wow.
I think
Anyway.
it would work well in a mug too. Anyways, moving on. Damon.
Okay, I've got to close some stuff down. Okay, I'm not muted. Sometimes I wear clothes. This is from your fat dad .blue sky or bsky.social. And yeah. Leather daddy full cow or high cow going on. Very, very, very nice.
I have a tangential question.
Huh?
I
You
said
have
I have a
what?
tangential question.
Sure.
We'll go back to the picture. I'm just gonna leave it here so I can keep looking at it, but I have to ask the question. If there's high cow, then that infers that there's low cow, right?
I don't
What
think
is low
there is
cow?
cow. I don't think there is a low cow, but I would
All right.
assume low cow is like
Nope.
jockstrap and boots. Like
Nope. Nope.
or no clothing at all.
Hereby effective. I want
Uh-oh.
Miss
Uh-oh.
Cammy and Sir Chess and Cubses all to come onto the podcast and explain this to me. I need to understand why it's
High
called
cow.
high cow and what is not high cow. Is it low cow? And I'm saying cow as in COW, not cal as in high calorie, low calorie. Just for the audio listeners that don't understand what the hell we're talking about. I need this to be explained to me.
Maybe
It just occurred to me when you said that.
Maybe it's just like, hi cow.
It's not that.
Hi.
I have learned
That's a t-shirt. That is a I don't know if Smashy would agree to do this. I want a hand in a leather glove waving high, and then I want an outline of a cow next to it. And that's all it is. But the cow needs to be wearing like a meerkat. And anyways, I just think it would
Wow.
I'm obviously like
Wow.
too silly.
But
anyways.
What I've learned of what quote unquote high cow is it's the formal. It's the full leather, like not everything covered in leather, but like the formal leathers. Which is kind of what let's say his name, your fat dad is wearing here. And if you go to his profile, you will see him in other states of undress, which is why he said sometimes I wear clothes.
I mean, I kind of figured that by the caption, but
yes.
Personal preference.
Oh,
I
yeah.
prefer the without clothes. But that's
wow.
Yeah, he's a
damn
fair dad. Gary, your face is saying things.
Well, if you could hear my whole pucker up from across the air, like internet airwaves, you understand why. My goodness.
Yes, he's
quite handsome.
very handsome. Very handsome. Indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you need to see
All
the
right.
action, go back 24 days. There's a video. Just say it. Actually, it's right before. Before. In the timeline, it's after this picture that you posted, but before it, depending on if you're scrolling backwards through time. That's so difficult to understand. Wow.
I personally think that position is the hottest position.
Okay.
Oh.
Now I gotta follow.
Yeah, all right.
I thought I was, and I realized I wasn't. So I'm like, let me go ahead and.
Damon not following a leather daddy bear on socials.
I thought I already was.
Look, he
Leave me
corrected
alone.
that.
I have corrected it very quickly.
You have corrected it.
Gary, what's yours? So we
Sorry.
can not stop being distracted by your fat dad.
I can be distracted. Give me a break.
That's what this segment is
Speaking of
about, isn't
distracted.
it?
Anyways,
Speaking of distracted.
called my couldn't help but ... It's by
I know
Pup
that
Richter,
I know that pup.
and he posted a video clip. It's less than a minute long, and the actual caption is "Couldn't help but service his cock right then and there." I believe they're in a bathroom. And he's with Don't Mind Triple X.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they are, but there is something really hot about this video clip. And it's not just like the fellatio act. It's like the riskiness. It's definitely in a bathroom from the looks of it. The fact that the guy that's like standing is wearing overalls
Mm-hmm.
is a thing. Like he's got his backwards ball cap on. It eventually comes off. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a snippet, but damn.
Oh. Yeah. That's nice. Sorry, I'm speaking of distracted. So I've met Richter years ago. He was the judge pup for one of the years at contest. Fuck, I can't talk. I'm so fucking distracted.
Listen, while you continue to like put your thoughts together, it also does or does not help, depending on your opinion, that he kind of looks like Kevin James.
Kind of, sort of, not really, but he's a very nice person and pup and pet and he now lives in Chicago, and he used to live here for a while, and just yeah, I didn't get to spend a lot of time, but I did enjoy seeing him because he is quite sexy. Damn. Sorry, I'm looking at. I should probably stop looking. And this was another one that I'm a little surprised I wasn't following, and now I am. There you go. I don't know if he was.
I don't know that I'm necessarily his type, but wow.
Yeah, just yeah. He's a.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, moving on to
Anyway.
links.
What?
Moving on into the links, Gary.
I treated myself and I went out on Thursday night. Yes. Because I was off for Friday for work. So I knew that I could sleep in. So I went to the very last showing of Project Hail Mary, the movie that is currently out that is like setting box office trends. It's actually the highest grossing non-IP movie in the past decade. I think it's already 400 million in like 2 weeks it's been out. It stars Ryan Gosling. It's based on a book by Andrew Weir, who wrote The Martian. If you're into science-y space things. It's a good movie. I was really, really surprised. That's why I went and saw it, because I'm part of that aging. I don't know if I want to say aging. I'm a part of the demographic now that like it has to be of interest to me. Otherwise, I'm not going to the movies. Like it's just too much. Like
Mhm.
the people and the prices and all the things. But in this case, I was like, I feel like I really want to see this on the big screen, and I'm
Fair.
so glad that I did. Um, it's I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to because I really think people need to see it. It's it's like a one in an evolution of these movies that we've seen over the decades, like Contact and Interstellar, and like these things that are like trying to explain like in a sciency but not very heavy way like our existence, sort of,
Mm.
um,
Mhm.
and like that we exist as a humanity in a universe. It's not a giveaway. If you've seen the trailers and stuff, you know that there's an alien. So we are not alone. But that's a whole revelation thing to come to terms with for the character in the movie. Like, anyways, it's it's really good, and it's funny because I watched a video or two of them talking about the science that gets displayed
Mm.
in the movie and how it's not perfect. And my favorite part of it is some of the people that were talking about it were like, "It's entertainment. Like, it's not real." Like, and they didn't quite say these words, but it was like, calm your tits. Like, like it's fantastical. It's fiction. So yes, in the movie they did a really good job of showing some very realistic things. Did they make some mistakes or do some stuff that isn't practical? Yes. For the sake of entertainment? Yes. So like, calm down. Like that was the whole thing, is like you suspend reality. It's escapism. You watch the movie to be entertained.
Suspend disbelief.
Fact.
Yes.
Fact.
It's the rule of cool. Was it cool? Yes. Then who cares?
Yeah. So I really recommend that people go out and see the movie if you can. If you don't see it on the big screen, then see it whenever it's streaming and stuff. It's actually an Amazon picture, which is very
Hmm.
interesting to me. Um, because there's been a lot of consternation and hand wringing about the entertainment industry and what's happening with the movie houses and like streaming services, and Netflix infamously doesn't really like to show movies in movie theaters, and they still haven't necessarily changed their tune despite the like runaway juggernaut success of K-pop Demon Hunters. So like it's kind of weird, but I was like really pleased with it, and I was like, if this is what Amazon's going to produce, like not exactly like this, but if this is like some of the stuff they're going to take a chance on, like yay, because I do think we are fatigued with the major IP stuff. And don't get me wrong, like we enjoy seeing some of this stuff, but I think as time has gone on, we've gotten more discerning. Like we actually want to be entertained and we want to enjoy the thing. We don't want to spend money to feel like we're just giving you money. Like it's a transaction. We get something out of it. So if we're gonna go see a movie, we want to enjoy the movie that we're actually watching, not feel like there's work involved to see the movie or preparation, or you know what I mean? Like, so I I like the fact that this had no connection to anything else.
Hmm.
Um, and it was done really well. I didn't get teary. Like a bunch of people said, there's some significant emotional moments. Yeah, they're there. Maybe my heart is
Right.
shrinking and turning into a cold diamond. I don't know. Um, kind of knew what the moments were. There are some nice surprise kind of things about it. Um, I also appreciated watching some after like recap, like hidden things that you missed in the film kind of videos. I would
Hmm.
definitely not watch those until after you've seen the film, just to get a better understanding of some stuff that like you didn't know
Yeah.
about. So yeah, I would highly recommend you go out and see it. Um, yeah, that's all.
Guess what, folks? That's the end. Aw. Plenty of ways to contact us. You can go to our website, cubsoutloud.com, shoot us an email, cubsoutloud@gmail.com, leave us a voicemail at 361 COL Talk. That's 361-265-8255. Follow us on Blue Sky, Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube at Cubs Out Loud, the appropriate place, the URL. Join our Entourage chat on Telegram at bit.ly/telegram-col. And find out when we're planning recording these shows when we know ourselves at our Google Calendar at bit.ly/calendar-col. You get various accoutrements, shirts, hats, mugs, handy towels. I don't think that's what it's for. It's more of...
Oh, wait. Oh, there. Oh.
It's like a bib.
Wipe. Anyways.
When you're slobbering, on ribs.
Right.
Ribs. Right.
Or when something spills out of the wiener that you're eating, like...
Yeah, those juicy sausages.
Yeah. Anyways, that is Zazzle.com/cubsoutloud. Some of the designs were designed by Smashy. You can find more of his work at tpublic.com/user/Smashy the Bear. You can also become a patron of us at patreon.com/cubsoutloud. Or send us a donation at paypal.me/cubsoutloud. You can find us on the various podcasting platforms, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify. You can find me anywhere on the internet as BoxCub. And I did just recently post a few more chapters to my story, Match, on Archive of Your Own, which is at bit.ly/matchstory-AO3. That's letter O, not 0. Okay, Damon.
If you wish to get in touch with me, you can find me at TheaterCub79. That's TheaterCub79 on most very related sites, etc. Or you can find me as PubUmbra79 on Blue Sky. That Blue Sky is not safe for work. For safe for work stuff, you want DMAGamer79 on Blue Sky or TikTok. Gary.
If you would like to get in touch with me, you can pretty much find me online as anywhere as CareBear73.
And with that, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.